James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. But if you need to, of course, you can always find us online. We are at tarpleymusic.com. So excited about a new series from Alvarez. This is actually a new flagship series that Alvarez is doing above their masterworks. So it is referred to as the Laureate. This particular model is the LD70e, so that's Laureate Dreadnought, okay? So basically what had happened, the head of Alvarez, Chris, was like, hey, I need another Dreadnought for my collection, or as he would say, I need another Dreadnought. And so they brought him this guitar, and they, of course, use the best parts they have all over the place. And they bring him this guitar, and he plays it, and he falls in love with it. And he basically goes back to factory and says, how do we do this every day? And so what they did is exactly that. It's like, you know what? Let's make a really great guitar that is kind of a flagship of using the best parts that we have and put it right above that Masterworks. And that's what they did. So this is the Dreadnought, and it's just natural. There is some other models as well, but the series is the series. So let's talk about it. So first of all, they start off with East Indian Rosewood. And of course, this back is book matched. And what that means is if you take one piece of wood and you slice it in half and you open it like a book, right? You're going to get those beautiful mirror images, and so it is a two-piece in that sense, but it just makes for a really gorgeous back and really good wood, East Indian Rosewood. The best Sitka spruce they had was a 4A North America Sitka spruce, and you can really see the beauty of this wood in this because it is natural. So the marriage, of course, of spruce and rosewood has just been proven time and time again how well they work together. As far as the bracing on this, they did the F6, which is their forward shifting bracing. So it is an X brace, but they've shifted it a little bit this way to give more room here kind of on the main part of the guitar. And then you got your tone bars in there to get a lot of resonance, a lot of volume, and then definitely cut out in those highs and lows. And it's pretty standard. It's a standard Dreadnought, so it is a 25.5 scale length. And, of course, scale length is talking about the playing area, right? The nut, between the nut here and the bridge. The neck, solid African mahogany neck with the ebony fingerboard and the ebony bridge. Now, I know you're looking at it, and if you know a lot about Alvarez guitars, you're like, hey, it's an Alvarez acoustic without a bi-level bridge. It's like, that is correct. So this is kind of a marriage between an old vintage and a modern style ebony bridge. Very dense wood, of course, holds, gives you a lot of sustain. But it's very simple, very elegant, and very effective. And up here, we've got open machine tuners. These are great gear tuners. These are the ratio is 20-1. So holds very, very well. And then the neck shape, they refer to it as a soft V to C, which I think makes a lot of sense because the first time I picked up a couple of the guitars from the series, I felt it feels like somewhere between a V and a C. So that's a good way to explain it. It's 21 frets, and of course we're going to give you as much sustain as possible because they gave you a bone nut and bone saddle, of course. And just to top off this whole nice recipe, they put in an LR Baggs hi-fi for the electronics. So you got your two controls in here, simply volume and tone. So it's greatest parts, the best woods that they had, all put together in a big, huge Dreadnought, and that's exactly what it is. Okay, so it's, not reinventing the wheel, just making sure it has the best treads and the best rims and everything else. So I'm excited to play this. We're gonna do it direct because it's a really good pickup system. So we want to hear it direct. Of course, we're gonna mic it a few ways, and we're gonna do a combination of those, so you'll be able to hear it with the pick and with some fingers, and hopefully we can give you an idea of how big and huge this Dreadnought really sounds. All right, so we've heard all kinds of tones from this guitar by itself, so I want to know what it sounded like in a song that I recorded earlier. Let's find out. Hit it, boys. So the Alvarez Laureate Series, this really has earned a very good spot in that flagship for Alvarez. I think they said, hey, we're going to come out and we're going to do a flagship for Alvarez, and nailed it. Okay, so this is really kind of, it's the top of Alvarez. This is, before you get into the Alvarez, the Ayuri stuff. Okay, so I think it was a really great idea. So it's like, you know what? We've got a lot of material sitting around. Let's go pick those best pieces and get them put together to make like your perfect, just all around guitar. Nothing fancy, just we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're just going to make it really, really good, really rugged. So gig worthy, aesthetically beautiful, holds tune well, very easy to play, sounds full. It's everything you need, right? So, and at a price point that you're going to be really, really surprised about. This is not $3,000. It's not even $2,500, okay? It's below all that. So it's a really great bang for the buck. Whole lot of guitar for the money, and I just can't say enough good things about that. I did get to actually do two of these. I did this Dreadnought and then another one that was a folk orchestra style body that I loved very much as well. It had a little bit different of a finish that they have. You can check out that video if you look as well. We got to, we can do that. And so this is just all the parts that you need. So hopefully you kind of got a little bit excitement about this, finally seeing, you know what, Alvarez is, they're making a high-end guitar, but not at a high-end price. It's very practical, but really gets the job done. And I think that's what a lot of players need right now, is the best bang for their buck. And this would be easily something that I could gig on night after night after night after night, not get sick of. Love it. Holds very well, tuning-wise. I didn't really tune it all through the demo section. Guys, did I? Not really. I just didn't have to. And so that says a lot for a guy who kind of lives on these for gigs and for YouTube and all that I do. Tell us what you think. Comments are there for a reason. Just give us some feedback. And the whole point of this whole thing is to give a very fair representation of what these guitars do, right? This is my opinion is irrelevant, okay? My opinion is my opinion. Instruments are subjective, but I just want to give a fair representation as I can by just simply going direct into the software. When we mic it, I'm not adding reverbs, I'm not EQing. Hey, we're just kind of miking, and this is what it sounds like with, quite honestly, not a whole lot of effort. So that also can give you the idea of, hey, man, they're just throwing mics up there. They haven't EQ'd yet. They haven't tried any cool, mid-side miking or any of this other cool stuff. I mean, so this is where it starts, right? This is the foundation of all that. So like the video if you did like it if you liked it, you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, please, and join our family here. And then, of course, if you'd like to know as we drop more videos, we drop videos all the time, all over the place every week, and we're doing a lot of different things. We can notify you those so you don't miss anything if you just turn on notifications, hit the little bell, and maybe we'll see you on the next one.